Hi guys! Welcome to Tabitha's Healing Center. I am Tabitha, your spiritual advisor for this session today. So today I have done a twin flame reading. I sat in meditation and asked, I decided to zone in on a different collective today that I can help. So I asked source, spirit, and guide for some guidance and healing for a collective group of twin flames slash soulmates that are having past life issues that they need to overcome. Okay, so what I've done is I have done a little bit of energy for the divine masculine energy. And this is your disclaimer that this can be same sex. When I talk about divine masculine, divine feminine, it's just an energy. It's just an easy way for me to explain. So for the divine masculine energy today, I'm using the zombie tarot deck. And for the divine feminine's energy today, I am using the the tarot of sexual magic. I am also using the past life cards to help them work through their blockages. And then I also have some messages from divine masculine and divine feminine. And I also have some stones to help with the healing. So let's get into it. So first of all, for the divine masculine energy, the stone that was picked for you was um, Apache's Tear. So this absorbs negative energy. It's going to cleanse your auric field. Um, it also helps with healing grief and emotional distress. And I can see that why that stone's kind of needed right now for the divine masculine by looking at it at this divine masculine energy. So the next stone that was picked, this was picked for your past life energy, and it was red jasper. So this is about energy, strength, stamina, spiritual grounding. It also helps with the lower chakras, and it's a good earth stone as well, connecting with earth. So for the divine feminine energy, we got malachite. So this stone, it's good for your heart and throat chakra. It's a metaphysical stone. It's good for transformation, healing, and positive and emotional well-being. Okay, so let's get into it. So I got a lot of cards on the table. I apologize. So for the divine masculine, he had the lover's card. So this tells me that there was a choice that needed to be made, and they're telling me that there was a choice that needed to be made in love. So maybe this divine masculine had to choose between lovers. Um, they're just saying maybe this divine masculine was with a karmic partner. Um, but they are showing me the emperor now. And as you can see, they're pointing out to me that there's a child in the background, which tells me children are involved. This divine masculine may have a son. Um, may have children, but they are telling me that he is standing in his power now and he is trying to protect those kids. He's seeing these karmics, I guess, um, situations. He's seeing them as zombies now, as darker entities, as people that are trying to stop him from being his true emperor self. Next, they gave the Hierophant card. So this tells me that there's enlightening happening, that he is tapping into his higher source. He is getting downloads from source, but it's also talking to me about a higher knowledge. And they're telling me a higher knowledge about the connection with his divine feminine. Um, okay, so they are showing me this TV. So it's almost like someone of a higher power has also told him something regarding this connection. Um, and they're also telling me that there's like commitment on the mind. Maybe this divine masculine wants to move to a higher level of commitment, possibly even, you know, engagement. But there is a lot of power and struggle right now. This divine masculine is he is fighting so hard for what he wants, and it looks like it's children, and the Queen of Wands. So that could be a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Um, the Queen of Wands is also someone that is they're probably a go-getter. They're probably quite charming. They probably have an audience. They probably are motivational, upbeat. There's someone that like walks into a party and would light it up, kind of thing. That kind of energy. They're telling me. So they're telling me that he's trying to protect a child. I don't. For some of you. Sorry, so they're saying, so for some divine masculine, the divine feminine might also have a child and is trying to keep them protected as well. And then for a group of you, they're telling me that the divine masculine is trying to protect his child. They're telling me predominantly a son and his Queen of Wands, which in this reading is the divine feminine. Um, so yeah, he's waiting. He's waiting for something to come in. He's waiting for this divine intervention, or for some they're telling me even maybe like settlement, a payout, waiting for some it's waiting for a decision to be made. So I'm hearing court. So I don't know if there is a custody battle going on right now. Um, but definitely they're also showing me from another deck, this card in another deck, and it's somebody standing there with kind of like their heart in their hand, or a pentacle, and there's nobody there to give it to now, is what they're also telling me. Okay, but there is a tower moment, but they're telling me this is not just a tower moment, this is a tower event. So there is going to be an event that is going to change this. They're telling me, like, I'm seeing like an actual event, and maybe a fated meeting comes together, but this is divinely sent, and I'm not seeing it so much as a negative. I'm seeing more like the divine has finally like orchestrated this together. The star. So there's enlightenment. There's a star on this journey. And but they're also telling me that the divine masculine is also a star right now. And he's continuing to follow that light of the divine feminine, but he is feeling like a star now. This tower event leaves the divine masculine feeling like a star. It gives this rebirth of love. Like it's a new beginning in love, because of this event. And it's with someone from the past. Someone he truly, deeply cares about from the past. I think that there may have even been a past life that they were children together, and the divine. Okay, so this is a real thing. Okay, so in a past life, the divine masculine and the divine feminine were orphans, they're saying. And they are showing that the divine feminine was older in that life. It was divine femme was a feminine energy, and divine masculine was a masculine energy. and she really took care of him. And okay, so there may be some, you guys were separated eventually. Um, but that person was the only person that actually truly cared about the divine masculine in that lifetime. And unfortunately, it didn't, that life they both had separate lessons to learn after being orphaned, so they went on their own journeys. But he never really got over the loss of her in that life because of her mother, her unconditional love for him. He was saying it was the first time as a child he had felt unconditional love. Okay, interesting. So moving on, so I do see the divine masculine having a new beginning with someone from the past, and there's going to be emotions. Like this is going to stir a lot of emotions. Um, but they're telling me that the emotions that he was feeling of anxiety, depressions, fears, deception, all of that sneakiness, all of that stuff that he was feeling is going to be coming to the surface. And there is going to be a passionate, fiery new beginning for him, and it's going to be victorious. Okay, so I hope that that helped, that part there. Um, so next, what's holding the divine masculine back in this lifetime right now was a life in Egypt where you were prosecuted for being like a wizard or a warlock or a witch. Like you had abilities, and you were of good heart, but they didn't see it that way, and you were punished for the good work that you were trying to do, and you were actually innocent, but you were made out to look like you were not. So they're telling me that that is kind of that lesson is kind of somewhat playing out again for you, so that's why that's so heavy right now. So you do need to work through that trauma, because there is things that you need to reconnect with from your lifetime in Egypt, because it holds a lot of ancient knowledge, and that ancient knowledge you're supposed to bring to this lifetime, this timeline. So they really want you to let go of that prosecution feeling. I do feel that that is going to somewhat be lifted with this new beginning. But if you are still feeling that energy, I mean, we are in a retrograde right now while I'm filming this. Um, so that can play out in the energy field. But I believe there may be another eclipse coming. We have also just had one right now. We are in 2019 when this video is being filmed, and they are just telling me that if you have not cleared that energy yet, you have time to build and let go for the next eclipse, now that you know what you're kind of holding on to there. Um, so next I am going to go into the divine feminine. And after, like I said, I have some past life that is going to help you guys right now in your connection. And they just also want me to point out that the reason these lives are playing out as well is because you were involved in each other's at some point. So for the divine masculine, your divine feminine could have been in that life, may have not played a very important role, or may have played an important role in prosecuting you, or what have may have be, but or even seeing you as that past life is definitely coming up for sure. Okay, but the reason I wanted to state that is because that is also the connection, your past life and this is all connected. So divine feminine. Um, oh, it actually broke my heart to read your cards because they are like, I feel like they are really sad. I don't mean to laugh. I not at all. Um, okay, so what they showed me for this divine feminine, you feel that things have been illuminated for you and that a choice has been made. And the choice wasn't you. So now you think that your divine masculine is enjoying his life and, he's made his choice in love, and it's not you, and you will not be riding off into the sunset with him. Which I do not think is the case because I just read the divine masculine's energy. So it's a little heartbreaking. But I mean, divine feminine, maybe you just need to work through this right now. And there, like I said, if that eclipse is coming up, you can work up and release whatever is blocking you and making you feel this way. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and healing. So her energy continues to go on to say, she really thought that there was like a connection here. Um, it really felt like he was just kind of holding back and not coming forward. But she is seeing now that, he is bonded to someone else. And that, he's not going to come for her. They're not going to have that embrace anymore. Um, so she's just living her life, they're saying. She was waiting for, him to kind of come forward to her and shine some light and illuminate on, all these other women. But she was waiting there for him to choose her, but she feels like he has not. She feels like he has walked away from this abundant life that she wanted to offer him. Um, so yeah, so it just goes on to say that, she really thought that there was going to be like a reconciliation or a reunion. She was prepared to offer forgiveness. She had worked through everything. She really truly thought that there was going to be a happy ending, but she feels now that he has made the offer to someone else, someone that wasn't really deserving of it, someone that this could be a Cancer, just because the Devil card represents that sign sometimes. But the Divine Femme is thinking that, an offer was made to someone else that bonds and controls him and cast magical spells, or just they're saying for some, I feel like there's like magic involved, I guess, because maybe because the divine masculine, that was like part of what he was working through in a past life as well. And I mean, magic these days, like it's people might consider this magic, right? I just consider this being connected. But so they are showing me that for the divine feminine's energy. Um, a divine femme, I truly don't think that that is what's going on right now, because you did see the divine feminine or the divine masculine's energy. Maybe I will just pull just a few more cards for you, because yeah, they're just telling me that, like, you thought that he might choose you, but he thought there was going to be a heart-to-heart conversation. You thought that there was going to be a reunion. Okay, so Um, I'm just going to switch quickly to a different deck. Okay, but they're showing me that there's going to be a fiery new beginning for you as well, Divine Feminine. Okay, so what else can we tell the Divine Femme? That communication is coming. There's going to be communication, and it is coming from the Emperor himself. Okay, anything else? Just stand your ground. Stand your ground. Stand in your power as the Queen of Wands. Just keep being you, they're saying. He's watching you. He's watching you. He's just, I think, was waiting for that. Like I said, looks like there's a fated event. So this is a journey of healing, and I think that it's just divinely guided and orchestrated, okay? But there is a happy outcoming for you, Divine Femme. So please, I invite Archangel Jophiel in to help switch your thoughts from negative to positive, and I call her in to help beautify your thoughts. And I also call Archangel Raphael in to help with healing in the heart chakra and the throat chakra for the Divine Feminine. And I ask Archangel Michael to keep this connection um, sacred and protected. Okay, so Divine Femme, a past life that you need to let go of it was a love life and a baby. So what they told me about this was that in a past life, you and the Divine Masculine lost a baby. So it could have been different. It could have been, in some people's lives, it was taken from you guys. In some people's lives, it was forced to go up for adoption. In some of your lives, it never made it to full term. Um, for some of you, you had time with your child in that timeline, and then you lost them. Some of them, you may have blamed the divine masculine or counterpart in the past life. So they are telling me, they're also telling me that in a past life, there may have been like a third party situation and they had a child with the other person. Um, so they're just telling me that there's some very deep seated wounds there for the divine feminines. Um, okay, but they're telling me that there is going to be a baby for you in this life for sure, within this connection. Um, and they are just saying to divine feminine to go into meditation to understand that a little bit more and how you can release that. But know that we do come to this life, these timelines, to learn lessons. So that may have been something that you wanted to learn, but do not let it hold you back in this life because I do see that you and this divine masculine will have a child together. And then for both of you guys, as combined energy, they are telling you to have trust and faith, and they're telling you that spiritual and religious factors are at play right now. So they're telling me that this is a very sacred and divine connection. They're telling me that this is definitely probably like a twin flame connection. These people have been together before. They have had lives as spiritual teachers in past lives. Um, some stretch as far as in galaxies. They're saying that they had lives as angels together, and that right now they are just asking both the divine feminine and the divine masculine to have trust and faith. You guys, they're telling me that it's really hard once you get here. when everyone's sitting at the round table planning out their lives and signing contracts, it's like, yeah, like I want to go learn that life, like, oh my gosh, I would love to know what that lesson is like. And then you sign all these contracts, you make all these agreements, you're like, yeah, it's gonna be so easy. Like, I know so much. And then you get to life and on planet Earth, and you're like, oh crap, I've forgotten everything I know. And this place is in a deep depression, basically. So they're telling me that just remember to trust and have faith because that is part of your completion in lessons. And that you guys have the spirituality and the religion, and that is also part of not so much this lesson, but maybe even teaching or being a leader or something of that sort. They're also telling me that there's been vows and contracts and everything's already been decided above, so you guys needn't worry. Okay, so I am just going to have some words from the Divine Masculine and some words from the Divine Feminine, and then I am going to close out this session, okay? So from the Divine Masculine, he's telling the Divine Feminine, I want you to be happier. He's saying, I was tricked, and I know that now, and I'm working on me. I feel shame, and I am learning that lesson at the moment. Okay, and the Divine Feminine says, I wish I could hug you. I need you to heal your chakras and express yourself. I have discovered something called the twin flame theory. When you are inside of me, you unlock the universe, and I need you to be patient. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. You can always find me on Instagram, Tabitha Healing Center. You can always book me for a personal reading. My information is below. I am sending everyone love, light, and healing. Thank you so much for letting me tap in on your collective energy today. And I truly send you love, light, and healing. Bye, guys.